What is going on, you guys? It's your boy Joe Castro, aka Philly Fresco. This is Philly the podcast. Look, I looked at the survey. I appreciate again everybody going out there and voting. And you guys wanted to see the mock draft. So what I'm gonna do is the whole first round, all right? But I'm gonna break it up, all right? So I'm gonna do the first 10 right now, and then we'll do the next 10. Get me like 20 likes, and then I'll drop the next 10, and then 20 more likes, and I'll drop the next 10, and just make sure you guys still want it. If you don't, then I won't do it. But yeah, so let's get into it. You see that I have open the whole draft network mock draft machine. I definitely suggest this one if you're going to do one. It's a really good one. Shout out to them. I'll have the link in the description. Now I'm going to go ahead and just select the whole 32 teams. All right, like I said, I'm only going to do the first 10 on here, or you'll see the first 10, and then we'll get the next 10 going. So we're going to start right off. We're going to start with the Jaguars. I think the clear and obvious choice here is Trevor Lawrence. I think it's pretty easy. I don't think there's going to be much of a decision to be made here. So we'll go ahead and select Trevor Lawrence first. Now, number 2, personally, I was thinking they were going to go towards Justin Fields. Maybe if they were going to stay with Sam Bradford, maybe they would get like a wide receiver or a offensive tackle. Talking to him and talking to other, Jets guys, it sounds like Zach Wilson really is the guy they want. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of ride the wave there. And I'm going to go ahead and pick Zach Wilson out of BYU next. This is where the draft gets very interesting. The Miami Dolphins can go a number of ways in this draft. They can pretty much select whatever they want. It's not necessarily that they have huge holes everywhere, but they have a decent enough team that they can just take the best player in their eyes. Now, do you take Penny because he's an offensive lineman and you want to protect, your future in Tua? With that said, do you think Tua is your future? Do you sit here and say, let me take Justin Fields because he's still available? Or do you take Jamar Chase and say, let me get a weapon out there? Do you take a defensive player, someone like a linebacker that you might need in a Micah Parsons? They can do a number of things. I'm going to go with my gut of what they're going to do. They're going to want to pair up Devontae Smith and Tua. So I'm going to go ahead and have them picking Devontae Smith out of Alabama. Now, that can go any way. Now, for number 4, the Atlanta Falcons are another team that can kind of go a number of different ways. They could go offensive line. I don't really see them doing it. They could go wide receiver again and just try and have a tandem for a while. This is a team that could take a Kyle Pitts. This is a team that could take a Patrick Surtain. Again, Micah Parsons is on the board. I'm talking to some people out of, Atlanta that, kind of are in the know so much about the team. So they're saying Justin Fields right now. They're saying that if Justin Fields is on the board, they're taking him. So Matt Ryan might be out. That will be very interesting. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm going to go with the thought process that he's going to stay there, that him being Matt Ryan, and they're not going to move on from him. So I'm going to go with that thought process, and I'm going to go ahead and get them a young, versatile tight end and Kyle Pitts. Look, the kid is a beast, and 4 might be a stretch. I'm doing this mainly because I feel like that is something that they've been trying to fill in with, Hayden Hurst. He's a young guy, right? But if you look at Hayden Hurst, he's kind of what Kyle Pitts, let me put this way. Kyle Pitts is what Hayden Hurst wishes he could be in a sense, because Hayden Hurst is a speedier, more of a receiving tight end, but Kyle Pitts can go out there, throw a block. He can be a run blocker. He can be a pass blocker. He can be a great route runner. Realistically, if this kid goes out there and posts anything sub 4.5 in his 40, The number 4 is not a stretch. I think it's still kind of a stretch with me taking him now here. It's just I see the fit. I feel like, especially if you're going with Matt Ryan. Look, like I said, a lot of people are saying Justin Fields. Would not be surprised. I would not be surprised at all. Now, this next pick, I feel that the Bengals have a good wide receiver core. I know a lot of people have said that they think they might go wide receiver. I just don't personally see it. I don't personally see them doing it. I see them being able to, maybe shore up the defense here, maybe going offense. There's a lot of different things they can go here. Me personally, if he's on the board, I think it's a no-brainer for the rest of your franchise that you have an offensive lineman like Penny Sewell. I think it's just we saw what happened to Joe Burrows today. To Joe Burrows this season. You don't want that happening to your franchise guy. So you got to get that lineman that's going to protect him. Now we get to the Eagles. Now, as an Eagles fan, I would be so scared to see this. To see a quarterback like Justin Fields still on the board. I'll be very, very nervous to see this. But I don't want I say that jokingly, but mostly not joking, to be honest. This is where me and a lot of Eagles fans differ. I feel as though we should get a Micah Parsons. I don't think we should get a Patrick Surtain, but I wouldn't be mad at it. I'm not mad at Jamar Chase. You know what I'm saying? Those are the top 3 people in my opinion. I'm going to go with who I think they will pick if we were in this situation. I'm not going to go with who I want, who you all know is Micah Parsons. But I think they will finally add that dynamic weapon to the offense that we have all been waiting for. And, it'll be fun to watch. Like I said, I would not be mad at the draft pick. I just personally want something different. Now, this, I think, would work out perfectly for – this is not going to happen, especially in my mock draft. I hate to be a spoiler, but I doubt this is going to happen in the mock draft series. But the way that I have my board falling, you have someone like Justin Fields falling to Detroit, who is looking to get rid of Matt Stafford. This would be probably the ideal, what's a better word for ideal? This would be their probably dream scenario to go ahead and get Justin Fields. If Justin Fields wasn't there and one of the wide receivers were there, maybe Jalen Waddle. I don't know if they go back-to-back cornerback with Patrick Surtain, but maybe a Micah Parsons, maybe even a Kwity Paye. There's a couple people that you can make a argument for, but here I just feel like in my draft you have to go Justin Fields. It just worked out too perfect for you. Now this, I think if this can happen for them, this would be a big thing for them. I think they want Kyle Pitts if he can fall. In my opinion, they would probably want him or a quarterback. But if you can grab this guy, I think that you go ahead and solidify that middle linebacker spot again, and you have somebody that you can have. I'm not going to say he's Luke Kuechly or nothing like that. He might be, though, but I'm not going to say he is. But you have somebody that you can look forward to having for the next 10 years, hopefully. So I'm going to take my guy, Micah Parsons, out of Penn State, middle linebacker. Now, number 9. Number 9, this one was a hard one for me. I didn't know necessarily. I hear a lot that they're trying to look at a quarterback. I don't know if they're going to fall in love with a Trey Lance. Me personally, I fall in love with a Trey Lance. I think he's a great player. I think he's a great player. The COVID situation is a little bit worrisome because obviously he didn't play all year. He had a heck of a year last year. But I don't think that they're going to go with him. I think that they're actually going to go with. Now, this one might be a reach, man. And, apparently they think it's a reach. But I'm going to go with Gregory Rousseau. But you can't teach 6'7". You can't teach athleticism. I think he's somebody that is definitely going to jump up on boards, and I have him at number 9, excuse me. Now, number 10, I have the Cowboys picking a kicker. Let me go ahead and find them. No, I'm just kidding. Look, tell me if I'm wrong, Cowboys fans, but if this happened, you guys would probably be jumping up out of your seat, yelling at the TV. I think this is where you all want You might be in between two. I know I've had a lot of Eagles fans talking about Farley, talking about Surtain, talking about a couple of different cornerbacks that are out here. J.C. Horn, I've heard a lot of, but I think Patrick Surtain is there. You have to take him if you're the Cowboys. Your defense is not great. Your defense is not that good. We know that Trayvon Diggs is coming along. If Micah Parsons was still here, maybe they take him just because, I'm hearing a lot of things about Jalen maybe not being what they thought he was. And then you obviously have the injury worries with Vanderneck or whatever his name is. But so, here I'm thinking you go Patrick Surtain. Right? We look back at the top 10, and we have number 1, Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson at number 2, Devontae Smith at number 3, Kyle Pitts at number 4, Penei Sewell at number 5, Jamar Chase at number 6, 7 is Justin Fields, Micah Parsons at number 8, and Gregory Rousseau at number 9. Number 10, Patrick Surtain. So you guys tell me where you think I maybe reached. Where did I go crazy? Am I bugging out? Where did I lose you? Because usually people will be like, yo, you had me until boom. So where did I have you up until? Because I feel like there's a lot of ways that this draft can go. I would not be surprised to see a lot of trades or at least a couple in the first round. So definitely let me know what you guys think. Please do hit that subscribe button. We are trying to get to 1,200 by the end of the month. If you guys could help me with that, I would appreciate it so, so much. But other than that, you know what it is. It's fly, Eagles fly, and we are out here. Peace.
Eagles fans everywhere, this is for you.